Lali-ho everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy V. So I did do my aforementioned grinding off screen for ability points, and you may notice that Galof has Beastmaster level 2. Well, there's a reason for that, and people who know the game know why I did that. At level 2, it learns an ability called Control. Control is going to be very helpful for what we're doing today. Beastmaster is to the point that I need it to be at now, so I'm going to bump back off of Beastmaster and go to White Mage temporarily, and we're going to go to learn, or to use Control. So, sorry, this controller that I have is new, and I found it on sale, so I'm not going to argue with getting a controller on sale, but apparently it thought I hit the keyboard there for a moment. I'm wondering if I have something tapping my keyboard. I do actually. You move. Get your boards off the keyboard. Okay. So yeah, we're not gonna mess with that. And Ferris. Ferris is going to be changing jobs as well. It is time to do a quick rundown on Blue Mage. We are going to equip. Oh, should we get Scram or Gaia? I'm gonna get Gaia for attack purposes. So Blue Mage. I didn't go into Blue Mage, but Blue Mage is in depth. It uses monster magic. That's the whole concept. I have no monster magic right now. If I go to magic, Blue Magic's not on the list for whatever reason. Actually, why is Blue Magic not on the list? Probably because I don't know any. Alright, so I only know White Magic. Well, no, because I know summonings, and summonings aren't on the list either. Wait, how does that work? Oh, I'm not going to worry about that. We'll figure that out later. So, with Blue Magic, we need to return. We're going to go this way. The game wants us to... Hello? Wait, what was I doing? Actually, it may just be attacked. Wait, in which case that's fine. Actually, that's not fine. Oh, and I was overkilling these things. Let me go on to that. I was overkilling these things with Fire 1 is sufficient to kill these things. Let me show you. Even at lower levels, it does just enough to one-shot them, so... We actually do need those guys, but right now we're not worried about them. So, let's keep going this way. Alright, go for strike. Actually, now I could have actually done the battle. Oh well. Alright. So yes. Let's go back to the meteor. Oh, by the way, it's the other one that spins that way. Do the teleport. Now, I don't have to do it this way. There is a way I can do, but I want this done this way because this is technically something I should have done before, but I wanted to wait until I had Beastmaster because Beastmaster just makes it easier. So, now at the time of release of this game, there was a glitch involving with Control. I hope that glitch has been patched. I have not read anything else about it, so I believe it has been. But we're returning to the Wind Shrine. There are two things that I need from here. Well, not really need, but want to get. And there's one of them. The Black Goblin. So, we're just going to attack the White Serpent. We're going to defend. You are going to control. You don't have to use control. This is just easier. I'm going to defend. Defend. Goblin Punch. In order to learn Blue Magic, you have to be hit with it. Doesn't have to do any damage, doesn't have to have stake. It just has to connect. And learn Goblin Punch. So, Control allows you to take control of the enemy, and they respond like they would to Confusion, where they're turned around backwards, and they will revert if they take damage. Now, Black Goblins use Goblin Punch relatively often, so you don't need to control them to get it. I'm just wanting to ensure that I get it very quickly. There's one other spell I can learn here, and that is on this floor starting, I believe. So we're gonna just run it back and forth. And there it is, the Moldwind. Now, this enemy is good for another reason as well. Moldwinds also have a chance of dropping elixirs, if I'm not mistaken, but they also control our next spell. Defend. Use under your control. And we're just gonna now we're actually just gonna cycle through. There we go. And we're gonna cast Arrow on Ferris. There we go. And now die. Learned Arrow. Alright, we're done here. So let's get out of here. And one more Black Goblin and White Serpent for the road. Now, if you're going to do Blue Mage, I do recommend starting with Blue Mage. In fact, if you want a good challenge run that is relatively easy, do all Blue Mages. It is, by, terms of mono class job challenge things, single class challenge or single job challenge, it's relatively easy for those type, but it's still not super easy. Now, we can get a move up here. There's only one, though, and we can get it easier elsewhere. So, we're going to go elsewhere. However, there is also a spell we can learn down here. There's technically two, but we can't kill the second thing, as you might guess. It's the Jackanapes. So, yeah, we still can't kill the Jackanapes. The Jackanapes, if we grinded to the point of being able to fight the Jackanapes, everything else in this game would be super easy for a long time. The Jackanapes is supposed to basically deter you from going into the underground. And in fact, on my PlayStation save file, I have not gotten that elf cloak. I do believe you have to be in this part of the thing to run into the elf toads. So, again, now if you want to learn this move without control, and I may end up having to do it without control, because I don't know if I can control these things or if they even have it available under control. But in order to get them to use it, they have to be alone. They cannot have anyone else in the group with them. And they will use it on their own. But if I can control it, it would be very nice, because that would make things a lot easier. I can tell it to use it, and it has to hit the person using it. It can't hit, yeah, here it is, Pawn's Chorus. What's special to it? I'm gonna try that, actually. Pawn's Chorus is Frog. And I don't feel like wasting an item, so I'm actually just going to Pawn's Chorus again, which should reverse it. Or not. Okay, you know what? You just die. I'll assume it out of battle. It's fine. Learn thing. Learn Pawn's Chorus. Now, you don't have to be... wait, I can't use that. Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't use that, can I? Oh, and, okay, now that I know some of the blue magic, I can actually see the blue magic. So that's how that works. This lets me see the base magics, even though I can't use them on this class. And now that I've learned a blue magic, I can now see all of the blue magic that I've learned. Okay, that's what was going on there. So in order to see the summons I have, I would have to go to Summoner. Okay, I am full of understanding. Alright, so we've gotten our first 3 spells. Now, as I said, there is another spell here I could learn, but I'm going to go learn it from another enemy who is much easier to get to use it. And while we're on this side of the world, I do have one more ability to learn. Before we go back through the meteor. And it's all the way at the beginning of the game. You actually... normally, you may or may not see it, depending on how efficient you are at killing enemies in the first cave. That's right, there's a spell learned here of all places. Yeah. And we're just going to encounter a battle, and there it is, the Steel Bats. So, what move do they use? Well, In the PlayStation version, it's called Red Feast, which is a really cool name for an ability, by the way. Come on. Oh, come on now. I know you're not immune to control. You're not immune to confuse. Come on. Obey me. There you go. Boy, I swear, it's just like Final Fantasy trying to tame something. Final Fantasy 11, that is. It's Vampire. Vampire is a drain ability. I may have to somehow do minor amounts of damage in order to get it weak enough that it actually... No. Do not... Oh, God. I hit the wrong button again. I was trying to hit the change equipment button. And that is on the top of the controller. That is technically a triangle. Okay. Well, and I'll change equipment this way. I will have Lena remove her weapon, and she does not have barehanded, so she should be able to just punch it and do just enough damage that it can use Vampire. So I'm going to try to control the first one. I'm going to have the back one die, and I'm going to have Lena punch the first one. Perfect. Oh, she actually used both hands. Oh, okay. I was about to be very panicky. Now I just need to make sure I control it before it uses Vampire on the wrong person. There we go. Alright, now it's under my control. Vampire on Berets. And it still missed. Okay, so it may not have missed because it was full HP, but just to be safe. There we go. Vampire. Vampire's a drain ability. Super simple. And it's dead. Very dead. Super colossal dead. Alright. So that's all we need here. Now, again, I recommend going and getting these spells right off the bat. If you're planning on using Blue Mage, so you don't have to do this backwards trip like I'm doing. Blue Mage is super powerful, super helpful early game. It has Arrow. A lot of enemies are weak to wind. You may have also figured out Arrow 2, where I was lamenting not having Blue Mage. For that, Arrow 2 is incredibly powerful. I don't know if it has a higher base power than Fire 2 and Blizzard 2 and Thunder 2, but it feels like it. Maybe just a lot of enemies are weak to it, like a whole bunch of enemies. I also have another fight that I'm going to do. I think that one is immune to control, though, so I'm going to have to do that one legit. But I have a thought for that one. I have a plan for it. A strategy that I made use of and was able to get me through it on the PlayStation version. I have done this little side quest, you might say, on the PlayStation version. I actually started using Blue Mage early, so I have a couple of spells I won't be able to get for a while. One spell, and I'll go ahead and mention, I mentioned it before, is Death Claw from Iron Claw. Now, while we're here, actually, this is a good thing. I can kill all but one of these. And I'm going to try to control the very back one to make things simple on myself. Now, these guys have an attack. You may have noticed it. It has a weird, like, I don't know, it doesn't really have an animation to it, except just regular hit. And it's that, oh, well, there we go. I actually don't have to control you. You all can just die because you did it for me. That attack does question mark, question mark, question mark, has never done damage to me. And that's because the way it works. That move, I don't know what to call it. I forget what the actual term for that technique is, but essentially, it takes the damage that... It's a very simple formula. Max HP minus current HP equals damage. So, if I was to use it on Ferris right now, it would do the 457 minus 348. So, as a note, in fact, I can go ahead and do that real quick and show it off. It does not matter attack power, does not matter defense power. It ignores all of that. So 109. It will always do 109 until Ferris gets healed or hit again. And now it would do 120. No, wait, 121. And so we can show that off real quick. And 109 plus 12, so 121, right? 121. And so it is always set damage. Very powerful if you put it on someone that has a lot of HP. Very powerful on tank characters, and just useful in general. It's not useful too much super late game, but it's never a bad thing to have. Alright, real quick, we're going to go ahead and board the fire-powered ship, and we're going to come down here. Now, we will be coming back here later, but we don't have to go down into the depths. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and go get those 2 treasures that I missed before. Oh, a defeater. Perfect. There are actually 2 things that this defeater can do for me. One is it can die. But it will summon the motor traps. So the motor trap is very nice for me. I need to go to control. I'm going to control this first one. And... okay. I don't want Ferris to die outright, so I'm trying to think here. There's a real chance of Ferris dying if this fails. Okay. So, I now have it under my control. Words. And we're going to use Missile on Ferris. And we're going to immediately follow up with Heal. So Missile, as you can see, does a lot of damage, right? Well, it's percentage based. Missile can never kill you. And just for the fun of it, I'm going to switch back to healing Ferris again. Actually, you know what? Ferris does not have a way of healing itself except through Vampire. Okay, you know what? Ferris, you just hold on there, Ferris. Oh, Lord. No, I didn't like that. The second one's giving me problems. I need to actually cure its confusion. I don't think I can do that either. Not without punching it. Can I punch it? Let's punch it. Pop. That. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to hit it with thunder. With a single thunder. It's going to almost kill it. And it hit the wrong person. It's okay, we got another try. Now this is not required, I don't have to get it here, but it'd be nice if I did, because it would save me a little bit of trouble. And it missed. Okay, well that's fine. We learned Missile regardless. There are, of course, multiple ways you can learn that ability, but the motor tripes are the easiest and the fastest for early game. It's a lot easier if you have everyone change to Blue Mage, but I'm trying to get some ability points on other stuff, so I'm use Goblin Punching. Why did you just leave it me? Yeah, that isn't. I need to kill that thing ASAP before Store goes off. The Store's gonna kill the heater. There we go. Oh good, defeater punched Yalla for him. Yeah, that was... ouch. Okay. Exploder, or self-destruct, wrong person. Sorry, it used to be called Exploder, so... It's been self-destruct for a long time, but Exploder just kind of rolls off the tongue because I'm used to the PlayStation and even the Game Boy version, I think they called it. Did it change to self-destruct? It may have changed to self-destruct. There we go. We got it. And the way self-destruct it works is it does however much HP you have as damage. Doesn't care how much HP that is. It is not max HP, it is current HP, so you want to make sure you're fully healed before you use it. And this is the other enemy, the Crew Dust. I don't need to control these guys, I just have to only kill one of them. And then defeat the defeater. Fyra, because fire. And then we wait. There we go. Flash, it actually hit, so let's not kill ourselves, let's just arrow. We're weak to wind, aren't you? Yes. Yes, you are. And we learned Flash. So we're quickly building up our magic here, so we're just gonna stop at Isuna because we don't have a blindness spell for whatever reason. And let's go ahead and clear up, and let's get out of here. The other spell that I can't learn yet due to my killing bosses, my progression essentially. Not just Deathclaw, but also a Magic Hammer. I think it's Magic Hammer. It's not as good as Magic Hammer is in basically any other version. I don't know what's Earthquake in here, is it? Any other of the games, like the online games and such. It's not as good as those Magic Hammers. But it does still cut MP by half, I believe. It does damage to MP damage. It does damage to MP. So, I don't think it restores it, but... So we will be getting those spells, though. Like, they will be something we can get. We just can't get them again for a little bit. We still got spells to get, though. Like, this is not the end of the spell gathering episode. Now, I am going to stop off here and rest by the end. We're not going to do the cutscenes just yet because I don't want to get into the story bits just yet. Although, you can, if you did do what I am doing. Oh, come on. There we go. You can go ahead and go by the pub, because that's where we are going to end up going. Speak to Sid, things happen, yeah. And you can use what you get from that to traverse the world a little easier and explore new areas. But as of right this moment, we're just going to go this way. Back down to the Library of the Ancients. And we're making a pit stop. No, not for you guys. There's nothing I can get from you. I need you all to die as relatively quickly as possible, please. Move forward. And you re-equip your shield, or sword. It's funny, because I've actually done as Blue Mage in Final Fantasy XI. You would have to build up the enemy's TP to use it, because the abilities you learned, the spells you learned, were enemy weapon skills. So you would have to build up the enemy's TP to let them use their weapon skills without killing them. And so there's more than a few times I have been completely barehanded or using a joke weapon like the Excalibur or the wooden katana thingy that you get for the events to beat the crap out of enemies, to give them TP so that they would use their weapon skills. Memories. Anyway, we healed up. We didn't lose anything but a little bit of HP. We're gonna fully heal. Actually, I probably should have done that after I do the job change. Galoff is gonna change. We don't need control for this. This is the one that's, I'm pretty sure, is immune to control. I'm about 80% positive. But we do want to change to Time Mage. Now, Time Mage is something we will be using more of in a little bit. I need to get White Mage up one more level, but we do definitely need to make use of Time Mage here. And I'm going to equip the Flail for back row attack. Not much I'm doing as far as damage, so we just want the room for the back row. Ferris has to be Blue Mage, and Berets is going to be in Ninja. We're just going to move everyone to the back, though. This thing is hard. Welcome to a mini-boss kind of thing. This is one of the first, I will say, super enemies, other than Jackanapes. This is Drone Chimera. Thank you, Preemptive Strikes, which immediately they got off and immediately slow this sucker. Agua Breath is the ability we need to learn, but we need to be able to survive, which is very difficult. So we're going to slow him, and we're going to immediately do that. We're just going to attack him. Those two can now attack, now that he's used Agua Breath. You see how little HP damage he takes. He's quite the buffy boy. So we're going to cure, and we're going to switch over and do Protect to protect us from his melee attacks. Attack and attack. Yeah, we're only doing nitpicky damage here, but that's fine. We just want to pick him down a little bit at a time. Agua Breath is the killer. It's the reason we slow him. Because Agua Breath, as you can see, 2 Agua Breaths will kill us. And if I don't fully cure, he's going to do 2 Agua Breaths if I didn't slow him. Okay, he likes his Agua Breath. So, probably don't need 2 Curas. I just need a Cura and a Cure. So, Even then, that didn't fully heal us. Yeah, now I need 2 Curas. That's why we slowed him. And you see, even then, he was still able to double turn me out of slow. Or, well, single turn me out of slow. So he would have double turned me had I not slowed him. That's, again, this guy is really strong for our level. We probably should not be fighting him, but it's okay. Now that we're starting to make a little bit of headway, I don't know how long we're going to keep that. Not enough MP. Okay, we have hit the point where we don't have to stand here anymore. We do still need to be protected, though, so I'm going to put up protect. Oh, he died! Oh, thank you. Okay. Learn Ongle Breath and Lena mastered Red Magic level 3. Nice. This is also a good point for this. You might notice that her next ability is 999 ability points. She's going to be Red Mage for a while, folks. And I want that ability learned because that ability is fantastic. It's one of the game breaker modes. Now, by itself, it's not, but it is definitely in-game power. Galoff, we're going to change back because we don't really need Time Mage now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stay with this team makeup while I'm end up going through the desert because it is dangerous. Drone Chimera is the only thing you encounter in the desert. So that's why I'm very cautious on how many desert tiles I run into. Yes, I can kill it, but the thing scares the devil out of me. Oh, perfect. Even more perfect. This is actually the thing I wanted to run into. So, I don't have the thing I was actually needing to do was control, switch back to control, but I can attempt this. If you confuse the Mithril Dragon, it has a chance of using Transfusion. It hit the wrong person, but that's the spell we need. So, seeing it as an example, seeing it's not enough. You have to actually be hit by it. So, let us switch the abilities. I'm going to actually go ahead and change you back to White Mage now. Yes. Please, thank you. And switch back to Control. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I need to change anyone else. Oh, Bart's can come back to the front, and so can Ferris. That's the danger of the army. That 18 half hammer again. Now, there is another ability I'm not going to get that I have access to later, but I don't like getting it. And I'll get into that in a minute. There's a lot of these guys. We have a lot of chances. So, we're going to attempt control. Alright, perfect, perfect. I should be able to kill the rest of them. Yeah, from the back row, you're not going to do enough damage to kill these things. These things are actually quite tough, defense-wise. I think they're weak to magic, but... See, now, because it was weak, it healed its ally. That's why it has those. But we want to just make it use Transfusion on Ferris. And we're done. We can now kill that one. Why did I have her attack? I don't have an attack white magic, but we do have an Ogle Breath, or Ogle Rake as it's been known in the ancient times, is a very powerful AoE water move. So, and we now have Transfusion. Transfusion does kill the user, so I'm not going to be making use of it very much. And while we're here, let us stop by this room and heal. Alright then, so there is a spell we can't get here because it requires the target be equivalent to the level of 5. You may recall I wiped to level 5 death. Yes, you can learn that, and no, I have no real intention of learning it. 1, it is broken. 2, it's annoying to get my team out of level sync. Like, if they're only off by a little bit, that's one thing, but to be a full level off, it's kind of annoying. So, I don't need you. I need basically everything but you. Well, actually, there is another one I don't need, but we'll get to that. Now, it does cost a lot of MP. Ogle Breath is very expensive. That's why it ran out. That thing ran out of MP. Oh, I just realized that. Oh, no, that's right. This game actually resets it. Yeah, it kills it. There we go. And good. This is number 1. I need to control you. Or I need to get lucky. This lovely demon picture, because it actually is a picture popping out of a book attacking us. Has the spell Aurora, and I would like to get it. I need to keep everyone's HP high on the line daily. Everyone hurt with Ferris. Come on. Come on, buddy. Please agree with me. Okay, yeah, I have 2 people hurt now, so let's do 2. Good deal. Aurora, and you hit the wrong person. I don't like you, my friend. Yeah, this one does single target arrows. And I hit the wrong person again. Please stop doing that. You're wasting your MP. And my time. This is a spell that's easier to get with either multiple blue mages, so it doesn't matter who it uses it on, or I'm starting to think it's immune to control. I'm starting to think it's immune to control, which would suck if that's the case. I'm gonna keep trying though. There we go. Don't need it. Made the mistake of attacking the correct person. There we go. And we got another one of them. Don't care. And see, level 5 death, it hits, it misses. So because it missed everybody, even though it targeted Ferris, it missed. So it doesn't count. But now we have Aurora, which is a very valuable ability. Now, I'm going to use your magic to heal everybody up. Good. Alright, we need to encounter another book. There's 2 more spells we can learn here. I don't need you anymore in your uncooperative BS. Ow. Return fire! Don't need you either. Actually, hold on. Let me actually equip the Flame Rod. And fire. And that was not the book I needed. I think you have to be a little bit further into it. I think it was right here when I encountered it. That's 64. It starts with 64, that's fine. Dude, I'm glad it never did that whenever I was going through this place. I didn't mean to do red magic recipe. Another one? Really? There's 3? Okay. 364s is not the degree I'm looking for. Come on now. This might be one of the groups I can go. Nope. You are not the one I need. Go away. Before you slimer me. Stop it in case it... Yes. We're good to kill the beetle. How much MP have I got? I got 74. We're good. And I don't need these guys. Is this the 3 again? I might not be far enough in. I might need to go a little further. Alright, fine. We'll go this way. Are we far enough now? Are you happy? I didn't mean to go back in. Come on. Okay. I'll wait for these 64 again, but is it 64 to reach 64, or is there more to it? Please tell me there's more to it. Nope. Okay, fine. If that wasn't obvious. If you weren't aware, it's probably obvious by now that they spawn in patterns. So it's what page you fight will make it obvious which page you're about to fight. There is one set that starts with 32 that I know would work just fine, and that just depends on if I get it or not. Possibly. Nope. That's the one that ends. And Ferris just learned Learn, so I don't have to be Blue Mage now to learn Blue Magic now. But it does take up my sub slot, so we're gonna stay Blue Mage for now. Actually, why am I not using having used Gaia? Please be the next one. Yes! Okay, okay. We're on the right track. We're on the right track. That is beautiful. So this one actually continues forward. We went from 32 to 64 to 128, and there is something after 128. 256. So this guy, I need to control him before he moonflutes us. Oh god, there's moonflute. Oh no. Well, he did. Yeah, so this is 32, 64, 128, 256, 128, 64, 32. And we learned a Moon Flute. That's a very good battle, by the way, for EXP and ability points. I was checking to make sure I wasn't getting into the level 5 threshold. Oh, good. Okay, we get one more shot at this. Come on now. Nothing time. Oh, wait, really? How does that work? I'm berserk, my turn doesn't matter. That's aggravating. It happens though. I knew this episode was going to be basically just this because of this. At level 19, I better be very careful. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, this is this one. Okay. It's 64, 256, 256 if I'm not mistaken. Oh, come on. He always uses Moon Flute as a second turn. It's so aggravating. And of course it works. Okay. Oh no, it's actually... This isn't the one I thought it was. Okay. There's one that has two 256s back to back. So you're almost guaranteed to get berserked if you aren't killing them fast enough. Okay, preemptive strike. It's fine. I should kill that one. Okay, here we go. Control. Let's see if I can. Okay, good. Good, perfect. Okay. Now. Off guard. Oh, defense decreased. This is the thing I was trying to learn. Just kill it, please. Destroy it. Kill it with fire. Kill it from space. Okay. And there we go. We learned off guard. Let's get out of here. At this point, it'll probably be faster to go through Byglass's room, but I don't think that has a shortcut anymore. we're going to Gaia. We're going to apparently let Ignis Fascists go off. Control, attack, and fire 1 to save on. Okay, let's go. Apparently that's level based because we got 1 level up and suddenly it's doing a lot more damage. It's possible. Watch this have the. Oh no, this is the 3. Okay. Oh, so that doesn't do much. What controls that? Is it HP? That's weird. Versus HP is low and suddenly it didn't do much. I wonder if that's it. Is it HP based? With it not being with it not having a reference where I can read it, I'm not sure. I think it is. It's HP based, but also elemental, which is funny. You don't see abilities that are both. Also, why were you up here whenever I couldn't get you up here before? That's annoying. Now, once we hit level... Oh wait, I gotta go this way, don't I? Yeah, there we go. What's this one? Oh no, this one. There we go. There it is. Okay. And to get back that way, you just push against the door, right? Yeah. There we go. Alright, perfect. And when you go there, the door closes behind you. Let's see. That's a lot of spells we've learned. Like I said, there's only 2 that we could learn that we haven't. And that's from bosses that we have since the... Now that we have learned all the magic we can, and it's taken us almost an entire hour to do so, let us press on. Silence, of course. Needle has a random effect. It either silences or it blinds. Earthquake is limiting these guys, I swear. I didn't mean to do this again. I'm doing a sin again, aren't I? Oops. Controlling the fast forward so I can try to get back to Galof's turn and fix it. Alright. Now that we've done all of that, and we're inducted properly into the blue, we say no, just for old time's sake. That was not intentional. Alright. And so that's going to be the goal. I'm going to keep control on Galof. Yeah, we already know. Why did I come in here? Oh, yeah, this is the guy. In the Desert of the West is a fearsome monster called a Drone Chimera. Be careful. Yeah, it's warning you, the Drone Chimera. This game has a lot of what would be considered super bosses for their level, the time that you find them. And we're going to be encountering most of them. I don't know if I'll have all of them encountered, but we're going to encounter most of them. They play this piano, right? If you play a piano you've already played, it'll... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. I don't know, it's been a couple of days since I recorded, so I'm just making sure I haven't missed the pianos. You don't want to miss pianos. Okay, yeah, we got it, okay. And... Well, where's Mid? Sid. It isn't here? Come on, man. Pull yourself together. Leave me alone. Don't waste your time on a worthless old lump like me. Grandpa! Mid? Ouch! Mid, stop that! What are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing, you silly old fool? You never give up. Never! Mid. You always told me not to be afraid of failing. You told me that if you mess up, you have to start over and try again. What happened to that? Mid. Just try again. Mid, you're absolutely right. I don't know where this voice is going. I'm sorry. Of course I am. It's not over. The Earth Crystal is still out there. Yeah, but where? I don't know. We've got to find it and protect it. And to do that, we'll need the fire-powered ship. Oh, that voice was weird. Yes, we need to get the ship moving again. But without the crystal, we're way ahead of you, Grandpa. Just look at this. Mid, where'd you pick this up? I see, like that. Nice work, mate. This could do it. Alright, let's get to work. Yeah. Awful lot of nodding in this game. This is always the cutscene that really makes me think, yeah, they nod a lot. Silently acknowledging each other. Anyway, so now we've talked to them. And real quick, just in case I need them, we're going to stop by in here real quick. So, I haven't shut it off, but having multiple rods can be a good thing. And I like having just a stockpile of about 5 of each, just to be safe. We don't need them right now, but we'll definitely make use of them. So we come back to the fire-powered ship, and when we come back, we step on, and immediately we get out of the way. You'll have to excuse me. He's all fired up. We'll take care of the ship. You just sit tight. And so this is doing itself, by the way. We just head to the back of the ship and into the little cabin area up here while we wait. But somebody... Geloff, what's wrong? Yes, you do look even stranger than usual. Geloff, are you alright? My head. It was like I could almost remember. Grandpa! Kral! Is that Krile or Krill? I think it's Krile. We'll say Krile. Not revoicing those lines, just the important ones. Now, hey, knock it off! Silly old fool! Krile. Geloff, what happened? Did you remember something? I'm not from this world. Came here in a meteorite sent from another world. Because the evil weed sealed away 30 years ago was beginning to reawaken. I came here to stop it. Evil is reawakening? That's right. A terrible evil at that. The Dark Warlock, X-Death. I don't know who's speaking here, and it doesn't name them, so do we have any clue who's actually saying this? I don't think it's Galoff. No doubt about it, the power of the four crystals converges in this spot. Perfect, we'll use the power to seal X-Death. I'll give these characters voices later whenever they're named. Oh, hey, it's the area with the 4 rocks. That's not good, is it? I came here once before to seal him away 30 years ago. So, if all 4 crystals are destroyed, then the seal you place on X-Death will be broken? Right. Oh, my head. Galoff. Still can't remember clearly. Can't allow X-Death to be revived. Galoff! Okay. So, Galoff is from another world. And men sit or asleep. Slept like a top. Yeah, slept like a top. I sound like a little man. Hey, it's finished. We're so awesome. Presenting a boat that will sail without any wind. That's the voice I was using for him originally, wasn't it? Like a gnome. Now we have a ship. We can go find the Earth Crystal. Righto. We're counting on you. I guess he's back to his old self now. We're gonna return to the Library of the Ancients for now. We should be able to find some more clues there. Yep. So away they go, and away we go. We have, if you need anything, be sure to stop by. Take care of yourselves. We're off. And now we have a boat. And now we have boat battles. So water enemies have a tendency to be weak to thunder. It's not a guarantee, but it's a pretty easy thing to do. The downside is thunder anemones are actually absorbent to fire. So let's try hitting them with arrow. I don't remember if they're weak to them or not. Not really weak, but they do take damage from it, so... I want to say thunder anemones are actually weak to ice, maybe? Possibly. They take a decent amount of damage from basic attacks, though, so... Oh, yeah. Okay. Game. And the guy is going to hit Tsunami. I think they actually kill Tsunami. That may be a bad idea. Oh no, it takes damage. Okay, we're good. So yeah, we got lightning scrolls. Nice. Okay. So there's a couple things we can do now. Including run into more sagas. I hate fighting sagas. Heat waves. It did. They didn't think it was tasty. Alright. So there is something it wants us to do, but... That's fine. That's fine. Galoff and Berets will have that enemy dead before he gets hit with the thunder again. And it actually takes damage from Tsunami, so yeah, it's definitely going to be dead. There is one more thing I would like to do. Little side, since we're doing side stuff. Well, I could wait, but it's good to do it now. You might see... Oh, game, please. there is a place down here. Whirlpool? Well, it's immune to whatever that was. Oh, unless that was slip damage. It may have been slip damage. Or it may have been reducing HP to critical. So we are, however, going to pop a tent. And we are going to do a trip. Now, we're not going to do the cave here. We're just going to the city. The cave, I'm not ready for. Just being honest with you. So we'll do the cave later. This area is full of enemies that are actually quite strong. Not impossible for our level, just strong for our level. The double lizard and bomb, not too bad. They did not throw me the enemy I don't want to run into. So double lizard is weak to lizard, I believe, because most lizard enemies are. And the bomb is another target you can learn exploder slash self-destructing from. If you want to learn it, you can control it, or you can, I think, hit it with fire. Is it fire that it reacts to, or is it just low HP? It might be critical HP or something. But they're relatively easy to kill. Not a problem. They just deal a decent amount of damage. Double Lizard, I think, has a basic attack. It flips around, does a back attack thing. Not too big. We'll probably run into the other enemy on the way out. Need to stop by the pub, of course, and check out for any pianos. Yes! We're gonna play the piano. Oh yes, doing much better, Bartz. Good job. Yeah, the caves have pretty much been looted bare, so most of the treasure chests you'll see are empty, unless the traps... There wouldn't be much point in checking them out unless the traps the ancients set are actually mumble. And there's a dance person there. I'm not going to do the dance right now. I'll show all that off later. I just don't have the time, in all honesty, because we're running low on time here. I don't want to have a video that's like an hour and a half long. That'd be bad. An hour is already long enough as it is. But we can get coral swords, which are very powerful. I believe they are infused with the power of lightning. Always good to have one of those on hand, even if you don't plan on using it right now. I'm going to go ahead and buy a silver bow for later, and I'm going to go ahead and buy an Ashura for later, as well as a trident. It's good to have one of each of those. This is a knife that can inflict silence, and it's good to have one of that on, too. Ogre Killer we're not going to get, though, because I have no intention of doing that. Mage Master is weaker. Is it stronger? No, it is. It increases magic, which is actually kind of funny. But coral swords, however, are very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. And if we come over here to the armor side of things, we have green berets, which I missed one somewhere. I don't know where I missed it at. It'll be fine. I'm gonna buy them. And ninja suits, which are both very good. These are both very, very good items to have, so I'm going to actually buy 4 just in case I need them, and same here. I'm going to buy 4. Well, actually, I'll need 3 because I already have one. I am going to equip buy 2 of those because I usually have 2 mages. So, optimized, and you get back your, well, actually, you know what? You keep that for now. Sage of Surplus and a green beret. Okay. So now we'll be able to equip the Mage Masher, and we'll go ahead and move it in the front row for now. Not going to stay that way, but yeah, the Mage Masher is a good melee attack. That's fine. That may be helpful, actually, so... And Magic Shop. So we're running low on money, but I want to see what magic there is here. There's only one person here, so... Okay, it's magic we already have. We're good. Okay. Perfect. And just some water has no purpose. So we've about done everything we can here. I'm going to go ahead and restock on tents. Just buy a couple more tents. I probably could buy up to 10 or so, but that's fine. Yes, you do have tents. Good. Let's get 7 more. Okay. And we'll buy one of those to replace those. There we go. Perfect. So back up here. Anything up here? I don't remember. Is there anything up here? Oh, it leads to the pub. Okay. Okay. I didn't even notice that. Anyway, yeah, there's nothing important here. This is a side area. You don't actually need anything here ever. But says there's some information here. Like, there's some information about something's under Crescent Island. That's good to know. 500 years ago, they had a great civilization. Ancient ruins that you weren't allowed to go in there. But the young folks nowadays don't pay heed. Yeah, it's all fine and dandy. Nothing super important here, but some information for world building. So we're going to click save, and before I leave off, there's one thing I want to do. Oh god, it's these guys. Okay, these are harsh. These are bio soldiers. They have the bio spell. Bio is very powerful at this level, and in fact very powerful through most of the game. If I can inflict silence, it's fantastic. Oh god, it's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt bad. Yeah, see, it's slightly stronger than a level 2 spell. It's basically poison 2, or poison ruh. But the thing about bio is that that's right, that's a counter. Oh, I forgot about that. That's actually one of the reasons these guys can kill you, is because of their counter ability. Okay, let's go ahead and raise you. Let's focus because I'm dead. And switch to heal, although you already switched to it, I don't know why I said switch. Heal. And finish it, Bartz. Finish it. Thank you. Yeah, bio soldiers are nasty if you don't take them out in one hit. They are, annoying. To say the least. Okay, we're good. So yeah, we will be coming back to this cave. It's not important right now. It's, nothing I can really do with it right now. Focus. Fire, the back one because the front one might die. I don't know if they counter magic. Do they counter magic? No, okay. That's right. Okay. Perfect. Got it. Okay, that's magic. Anything else you died, so there we go. They're good to fight if you can kill them without triggering their counters. Speaking of things that are good to fight if you can beat them, not these guys. Not what I was trying to segue into. What the heck with it? Yeah, you know what? Let's just... No, I'll do one better. And then kill them. Really? Kill it? You know what? Let's see if that's any stronger than Tsunami. Yes, very much so. Lightning scrolls, okay. Is this it? Really? You know what? Screw it. Just quick go. Attack. Oh god, that was a single target. Yeah, Algo Breath always does the same amount of damage, regardless of single target or multi-target, because it's guaranteed to try to multi-target. I don't think that's it. I think it's the next one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, we're just gonna step on here. We're gonna use a tent, and we're gonna quick save. Folks, I'm also gonna change. I should have changed classes beforehand. Why'd I do that? Oh well. Okay. I'm going to. Oh no, I don't need to change actually. I need to just do what I did earlier, and we're going to in the back row. Temporarily, of course. That is a temporary thing, and it's going to be very fun trying to do this without... Okay. Quick save. Come on, buddy. Hello, prototype! Okay, so this guy is powerful. I can't learn Mustard Bomb, sadly, because that was perfect targeting if I could. But there is a technique that we can learn. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit him with off guard. And I'm going to detest the waters with attack. It's still, do you see, I hit him with defense down, and I still do 0 damage. Yeah. Yeah. That is pain. Thankfully, yeah, this is the goal, but off guard him until the point that Berets starts doing damage, and from the back row, granted. Okay, see, now we can do some okay damage from the back row. Not a lot. Ow. Mustard Bomb is a very powerful attack. I want to say it is set damage move, so you don't have to worry about it killing. But it also, I think, does slip, doesn't it? Is your HP going down? Yeah, it does slip. So I think it's also referred to as HP leak, but regardless, you have to be aware that that's a thing. And we're going to inflict the last protect. Okay. Now, wait, there is an ability this thing can use that I can get easy later, but I'd like to go ahead and get it now if you would stop Mustard Bombing. I'm gonna go ahead and hit off guard one more time. Okay, what you doing, buddy? Critical attack. Thankfully the defense. And now you're Mustard Bombing him. You know what? Let's just keep lowering your defense. Since you're gonna be a meanie. Oh, his defense is slow enough. Apparently his defense is 0 right now. Flamethrower, you hit the wrong freaking person. That is the move we need. That is the move we need. I don't think he uses it while under control. I think Flamethrower, you actually have to get lucky and him hit the right person. It sucks, but it is what it is. I'm actually going to have you row into front, and we're going to quickly, let's defend. Blaster. That is Petrification or Paralyze. Paralyze, okay. I think it's both. I think it actually has a chance of doing either. So that's one of the reasons why this guy's so nasty. So we're just gonna defense spam until he hopefully hits Ferris with not missile, but flamethrower. And one person. I need to stop and heal everybody. That might be the thing I do. Is, oh god. This is definitely easier to get later on, but doesn't give it to me soon. I may. Oh gosh. Okay, paralyzed this time. Actually, I don't even need that anymore. I can defend. That was instant death. Okay, so raise. Okay, wait for both turns to be ready, then raise, and then Chimera. If it doesn't give it to me soon, I'm just gonna finish it. Well, attempt to finish it. There we go, perfect. Alright, thank you for cooperating eventually. It may have taken forever, but you cooperated. And I'm gonna control you to prevent you from doing anything else if I can. Nope, okay, that's fine. Move you into the row, front row. The only thing is Berets has to be alive at the end of battle. And it does suck that I have to be careful with that, but that's fine. Berets has Protect on still, so... And I'm just going to control you for a moment. Nope, okay. Keep attacking again, focus, attack. Mustard Bomb, that's fine. Kira. Control. Oh, enemy's under control and he's about to get smacked. But I think it reset his turn anyway, so. Oh no, it didn't. Wait, how does focus not reset his turn? Did focus not force it to end control? Really? Okay, is control gonna work again? Nope, okay. It's fine. This guy does have a lot of HP. A little bit. So you may notice he had a crap ton of HP. He gives 2,000 EXP and 4 ability points. It's, yeah, it's a lot. Actually, what is now level 19? Could I get away with that? Guys, we may be going into overtime here because I think I can get away with that. What a memento. We're not going to kill anything else. We're going to defend until this is over. I might be able to get level 5 death at the end of all this when I actually defend. So I can scram. There we go. Okay. Now I have auto flee essentially set up as my quick move. Preemptive strike. Good. It'll automatically use everyone's turns and for scram. Guys, we ended up at the perfect level for this. This is gonna go into overtime here, for sure. Because we have one person who is not level 20. That's all we need. I was not planning on getting this ability at all. But if Prototype is going to make it where everyone's level 20 except one person and no one has to die for that, yes. Yes, please. I mean, it ruins my perfect ending moment, but, I mean, because I was going to end on defeating Prototype, because, yes, Prototype is a super boss, and there is an even easier way to fight him. You may have noticed I can control him. He knows Exploder, Self-Destruct, whatever you want to call it. Yes, you can make Prototype blow itself up. The problem is, whoever you hit with, it's going to die, so don't try to learn Self-Destruct from him, because it has so much HP, it's guaranteed to one-shot you for a very long time. Don't think you can make him blow up on himself, although that'd be hilarious. Anyway, let's see if we can, 32. Okay, if I kill the first 32 and it's not a 64, then I don't worry about it. Or then I scram immediately. Okay. Lena, turn, please. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. I could not have asked for that to be any better, honestly. I mean, maybe if I had been able to get up my two dead guys, but that's okay. A little bit of EXP, they're only one battle off with that, so that is nothing to be crying about. So yeah, we've learned one of the harder abilities to learn, considering you die when you get hit by it, and you have to be alive whenever it, at the end of battle. So, I am not complaining with that. So, when we get back, we will be, using the fire-powered ship to continue and look around for the Earth Crystal. I do apologize about this episode basically going nowhere, but it was very important to me that I showcased Blue Mage, at least in some way or another. And I plan on using Blue Mage throughout. I'm probably going to be changing. I'll go ahead and do that. Ferris is going to be going back to Mystic Knight for now. And going to be having Learn on the side whenever we approach something for learning, or I'll swap over and do like I did, we can have Scram or something. So right now we aren't going to be learning anything else up. Well, actually no, there is a few spells we will be coming up on, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep Learn on. I mean, Ferris wasn't really doing Gaia except for, or was only using Gaia for AoE clearance for trash monsters, so it's no big deal. And technically speaking, again, you can have multiple Blue Mages, only one of them has to learn the spell. So you can do what I did with Lena, have one person survive, get up one of them, and then finish off the monster, and you win, basically. So, but that is for next time, and until then, we hope to see you again. Later!